Welcome to 10 Questions, the show where we ask our guests 10 random questions to get their unexpected responses. My name is Kemi Posh, and my guest today has appeared on Good Morning America, on ABC News. He has played the United States national anthem for the champions. Yes, my guest today is Demola Violinist. What's up?
How far now? What's poppin'? Everybody, it's me.
Give me proper hug now.
You want me to carry you? I'll carry you, Seth. What's poppin'? Everybody, it's your boy Demola. They call me Demola the Violinist, but you know, the violinist is Demola is the whole encompassing artist. The violin is part of it, you know. Okay. But yeah, this is me.
So you already did the introduction for me.
Listen, I've done the introduction for you. Yeah.
But you know what's funny?
What is it?
We have two different kind of like fashion going on right now.
Oh, really?
I'm dressed for summer, you're dressed for winter.
Listen.
Which is funny because
why are you dressed for summer?
Because I'm actually really cold.
It's actually cold, right? You need a jacket. You want me to give you?
No, it's okay. Oh, he's such a gentleman.
No, I'm not gentle like that.
We're going in the car, so we're good.
Oh, okay.
So tell us why you say you're not gentle like that.
I'm not gentle like that. You know, I'm maybe sweet, you know, in some cases, but I'm not always gentle like that.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah.
Tell us about what you're wearing.
But what I'm wearing, I don't even know. It's just jeans and knitted top. It's made by some local artists.
Okay.
You know, I have these beads on me. Okay. I don't like to wear wristwatches because of my violin.
Okay.
So it keeps my wrist like very heavy.
Yeah. So you're just used to not wearing it.
Hardly not see me with wristwatches.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you ready for my questions?
I'm ready for your questions.
All right. Let's go. So welcome to the show.
Okay, thank you. Where's the Amala?
After these episodes,
okay.
After we're done shooting, what do you want to eat for Chamala?
Let's say buffet.
I got you.
Kote mackerel.
I got you with talking la.
Yeah, talking la.
I got you. So you've managed to turn a classic instrument into like playing Afrobeat sounds, just any. I believe you can play with any like categories, any genre, right? At what moment did you discover that you had that talent? I mean, obviously, I'm sure that maybe you started playing at a certain age, but at what moment did you realize you wanted to go global with it? Is what I'm asking. Okay,
so before I started playing the violin, I've always seen myself to be like a global artist. I was an entertainer. I was like this little boy who danced in the village, dance in the public, you know. And I was just, you know, respectful, loving, nice kid, but I was outgoing. I was they call them sanguine, always outgoing. I'm an extrovert. I was an extrovert when I was a kid. Now, maybe not so much.
Yeah, you don't come up as an extrovert at all.
It depends. You know, like things happen and life changes. Like you start going through different phases. Also, the pressure of you being an artist also takes away from like, normally I would come somewhere and be like, hey, what's up, everybody? But now it's like, I gotta... Like, hi. It's not anything, you know what I mean? So, but I would always entertain, make people laugh, have a good time. Always wanted to sing and do stuff. So I was even singing and just playing drums for a long time, you know, but it wasn't like anything professional. But violin was not something I wanted to play. But when I eventually picked up the violin, a lot of things changed. And I wanted to, from day one, I wanted to play what I was hearing on radio. I wanted to play what I was hearing in my head. I wanted to play songs tunes that I had in my head, like once I think of a tune, I'll look for it on the violin without score. You know, so I've always wanted to play music. Has been universal for me. I grew up with dad, mom playing different kind of music growing up. So dad would play jazz, hip hop, and all of that stuff. Mom was playing pop, R&B. Wow. So it was a combination of.
Were they also playing like instruments as well?
No, they were just music lovers. Music was from when we wake up to when we go to bed. Music is played. You know, so that was it for me. So because of that, music has had one sound in my head. So I hear a Hispanic or like pop song, Latino pop song. I hear merengue. I hear Afrobeat. I hear juju. I hear Fuji. You know, I hear classical music. I hear jazz. I want to be able to play anything on my violin. So that moment came for me, not for like, oh yeah, I realized this, but I've always wanted to do that from the day when I picked up the instrument. And then when I eventually got the skill over the years of practicing, it made it easier for me to be able to interpret. I call it characterization of the music, because there's playing the music and there's singing and interpreting the music. They're two different things. So an instrumentalist or musician can pick up and just play the song and it sounds like an instrument playing the song, or you pick up the song and sing with the instrument and it sounds like, ooh, somebody is actually singing.
That's why whenever you're playing, your mouth is always like, you're always feeling the vibe, you're feeling the vibe. Okay.
You know, so from onset, I knew I didn't just want to play and just play in the church. I wanted to be the artist that I wanted to be.
That's nice.
Yeah, so picked it up from the one and I thought that's what I was going to do.
And your dreams definitely came through.
Yeah, you say, I feel like they've not come true yet. I feel like they're coming. I think it's still a long way to go. Gotcha. The line is still long, you know. But I'm grateful for where I am right now. You know, it's done a whole lot, you know, and I'm still going to do way more. I just feel like we just started.
Okay. So yeah, when you're in the entertainment field, whether you're an artist, you're a rapper, you're a dancer, I feel like there comes a point where you use your talent to impress other people, right? I think you know where I'm going with this.
I don't know.
Have you ever used your talent, your instrument to impress a girl?
A girl? Oh, girls.
A particular girl?
Girls. I'm different girls. From day one. I won't say day one, but over
so like, is there okay, let me make this a little bit more like, direct. So is there ever a time where you're like, maybe there's a girl, you like her, and you're like, okay, you know what, maybe she's acting, like she's acting like she's too, what's the word?
Posh.
She's too posh. Yeah. Wow, it's so posh for me. So like, have you ever like said, okay, maybe, I don't know how you go about it, but have you ever just be like, okay, I know she can hear me play or see what I do, then she'll be,
you know, the thing is, that has never happened to me.
Really?
I promise you that I don't swear on anything. It never happened to me.
Wow.
If I like a girl, I want her to, I want her to be herself.
Okay.
Like me how you like me.
Yeah.
Don't like me. I don't want to, you see how peacocks and, they always spread their wings and all of that whole stuff. Like stunt on them, like stunt on, like, I don't want to stunt on, no, that's not, that's whatever. What I do, if you like it, you love it, I want you to love it from seeing seeing me do it in my natural habitat. Like me doing it at a show, me doing it in places where I'm not trying to impress you, where I'm actually impressing and entertaining thousands of people. Hundreds of people, tens of people, like I want you to see that. Now, you now requesting for like, I would want you to do that. That's a whole different ball.
So have you played a special session?
I mean, there's no girl, like, that's an entertainer. There's no girl that you're going to be with, or there's no, if you're society, that would not want you to personally play something for them at some point. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And at that point in time, I'm not thinking of, oh, this is my girl, or this is somebody I'm talking to. I'm thinking of you as one of the 1 million people that I want to entertain, and I'm seeing that 1 million people as you at that point in time.
Okay.
So that way, I'm playing it with the same dedication and the same mindset, the same feelings that I would give, like being paid to get up on stage
to do it.
Okay. And that way, I feel like it's more holistic than you trying to, say, oh well, this is a girl I want to play, and you're trying to be. I feel like I was corny, but that's just my own opinion.
I feel you though.
I would not want to use my violin or my music skill to get a girl. Never.
Wow.
I want the girl to be able to like me beyond just who I am. Like, if you like that part, like it when you see me do it.
Okay. Well, don't worry. If you're watching the show and you want me to play for you specially, just comment below. I got you.
Especially.
I'll beg on your behalf. You get a special performance.
Have you gotten one first?
I've not gotten one for myself.
Okay.
So what is one skill you think everyone should have?
One skill?
Whether like street skills, books.
Actually, the first thing everyone should have is to listen.
Wow.
And so we always undermine the importance of listening to people when they talk. I know it happens like you're arguing or you get excited, you're having a conversation, but a lot of times I find that a lot of people do not listen. Like sometimes people try to talk and they're not able to use their words cannot convey everything you're trying to say. But if you listen to them, you actually see, okay, this is what this person is trying to say, and ask questions. We always listen to respond. And everyone is trying to get heard. Like, oh, somebody must hear me. Everybody must accept what I want to say. Are you listening to what the other person is saying? Are you looking at it from, okay, I heard what you say and I'm understanding you. That's a skill that, it's kind of, it's not, people don't see it as a skill, but it's really,
I wasn't expecting that one.
But it is really a skill. if you actually can listen to people, like you ask me a question, I listen to you, I give an answer. But on a normal day,
if we're going back and forth,
where we're just talking, having conversation, like, am I hearing what you're saying? Am I hearing what you're not saying that you're trying to say? You know, are we able to have like, and that leads to proper communication in friendship, relationship, business, you know, and then somebody is paying somebody, is like, oh yeah, that's your boss.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like the boss doesn't want to listen to employees. Like, sometimes employees are trying to tell you something, but they are scared.
Yeah, but
like,
they're scared.
Can you give them a safe environment to have to complain to you and be like, yo, this is what I'm going through. And then you understand what you're saying. And then can your employee hear and listen to the perspective of the boss?
Okay.
You know, it's something that we lack in the world.
Oh, I like that. So listen. Some leave that. So everybody these days wants to get into some kind of creative space, you know, because social media is, you know, the place where most of people want to be on, either to make money, to show their talent. What do you think that people need to understand about entering that space? Like, what's a valuable lesson?
About social media.
Just social media, being an entertainer, working with people, working with clients. Like, it's not everyone that can do it. I always say that it's not everyone that can go into business. Some people don't know how to manage money. Some people like to do giveaway. So they will tell you, take this, you can pay later, and things like that. And before you know it, your business is dead. Is dead. But so I guess what I'm asking is, what is one advice or one thing you can tell someone that before you get into this space, whether
into the creative space,
what is one advice you would give them, just based on your experience?
Okay, I don't know if I can give you one advice. I'm going to give you a bunch of advice. Okay. Choose whatever you're going to choose and see whatever works for you. But the thing is, choose what works for you. That's number one. Okay. Choose what works for you. Because what worked for me might work for a lot of other people. Okay. But might not work for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody, we have our own paths. We have our own charts. You know, we're going to figure our way through life, you know, regardless, you know, so choose what works for you. And how do you find that? By experimenting. Experimentation is what brings out your creativity in different spaces. Can you swim? Can you run? Can you fly? Can you skate? Can you do all of that? One way, you don't know if you can do any of those things if you don't put yourself in that. This is fact. You know, when you put yourself, you'll be like, okay, I think I do better moving farther by skating. Okay. Or I think I'm a better driver. I think, you know what, I actually can swim way better and I think I get better results by swimming. Yeah. You have to try what works for you. And if you find one thing that works for you, stick to the winning formula. I'm not saying don't be scared to experiment with other things, but stick to the winning formula. That is a general thing that anyone can do and use in life. But as creatives, we need to like really, 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 really try to get out of that. And this is a way of saying don't be in a box, get out of the box, experiment, try different things that would work the most and work best for you. That's the one thing I feel like if you can apply in different ways, it will work for you. Because not a formula will work for everybody, like you said. So don't try to see. We don't come from the same background. We're not exposed to the same. Somebody can see you now playing it like, okay, well, let me go and learn it. I will just jump on social media, I'll just blow. No, it might not work like that for you. You might come and you might not even go through all the challenges I went through, and you just boom. And you might take 50 years and not still blow. And not still, wow. You know, so just figure out what works for you. What do you like? But your general things, experiment, try out stuff, experiment on what works for you. Do things that would, you know, you feel like, okay, I like to do this stuff. Do not just put yourself in that box and do not listen to people putting you in a box. Like, well, this is the best you can do. You can't go better than this. Well, push yourself and find out. Yeah. If you can go better. If not, okay. So you've played in front of thousands. You've played on major stations and things like that. I'm sure for very advanced clients. So what is one thing, I'm sure in the beginning, maybe when you first got your first big gig, you were so excited, you probably were nervous. You know, what is one thing that doesn't excite you anymore? Listen, nothing really excites me until it is happening. And why? Because I've been disappointed in life several times. Especially if you grow up for ghetto for Nigeria, you grew up in the hood and all of that. They tell you, oh yeah, you're gonna get scholarship. Yeah. Scholarship, and I'm denied scholarship because you're going to get a visa. Just kidding. You know, oh, you're going to this country. There was a particular time where we had all this whole stuff. Everything was planned. We're supposed to travel to Singapore to go perform. I was like, yes, for the first time in my life, I'm traveling out of Nigeria. I was quite young. I was like the youngest in the orchestra then. it didn't work out.
Wow.
I had everything planned. I've done everything I needed to do. So I've been, and now this is just me talking generally, but I've been disappointed several times. So nothing excites me until the moment when it's about to happen, because I'm like, anything can happen.
Wow.
So I don't get excited. While everyone gets excited for me, I just look at them and be like, okay. They'll be like, oh, you're going to be playing, for example, they say I'm going to be playing the Grammys. I'm going to be happy I'm going to play the Grammys, but until
you're looking forward to it. But wow. So not even when you get off the plane. Not when you get off the plane.
I will practice. I will practice and get myself prepared for that stage.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
And it is not excitement that gets me practicing and everything. It is like me being professional, me understanding that this is going to be what I need to do. Me understanding that I cannot let people down, I cannot let myself down.
Yeah.
Me understanding that I love this and I want to do this. But that excitement is not going to hit me. And it's just been like that. It's just been conditioned until I'm backstage and it's like, I've done sound check.
Even after sound check, even before sound check.
That is when it starts.
I think they call that trust issues.
That is when it starts. You might call it trust issues, but for me, it's not like I don't think it's going to happen. It's just that the excitement does not build. It's just a conditioning. The excitement starts building when it's nearly showtime.
Yeah.
And it's like, boom, now you're about to do that stuff. And that feeling just hits me, and that feeling also even helps me to perform better, because I'm like,
okay, now you're feeling it.
Now I'm feeling it. Now I'm excited. Now I'm playing for you guys. Now I'm able to express my excitement in real
time.
As opposed to getting excited and you have all your dopamine levels even before you hit this thing. No.
Wow.
It doesn't work with me like that. So to say that, I haven't said that. I've played for 75,000 people.
75,000?
Yeah, 75,000 people. I did that with Jelly Roll at the Houston Rodeo. I played for 65,000 people at the Texans. I played for 62,000 people in Atlanta this year.
Yeah.
During summer. I've like halftime show. I've done a bunch of halftime shows from 30,000 capacity to 70,000 capacity.
Wow.
And so, do I get excited every time that is about to happen? Yes.
Wow. I
get excited when it is about to happen. So there's no way, even if I'm playing for 10 people, I still get excited at that moment. I don't think like anything performance, maybe outside now, maybe outside music, because I love perform. I love the art. I love it. Even without playing for people, just playing and practicing. I practice every day.
Even to now?
Yes, I practice every day. I know if you miss some. I know fit.
So it sounds like this is something that this is your passion. Like you enjoy it.
Be like, if you eat food today, if you don't eat it tomorrow, how do you feel?
Yeah.
You feel hungry, right?
I feel hungry. Wow. You know why I'm even acting surprised is because I feel like sometimes you do things for a long time and you're just like, here we go again.
Then I have to start finding.
And you're maybe tired.
Yeah, I get bored easily. So I get bored, and because of that, but being creative, you have to find, especially in that's what I'm saying. I experiment with different things. I'm playing the saxophone now.
Yeah,
I'm playing the guitar now.
Yeah,
I started teaching myself all this whole stuff.
Yeah,
I'm good when I get to, and then that's me throwing myself into a new world of creativity.
Exactly,
and it's not like it's outside. I'm not varying off my artistry. It's all encompassing to me as everybody was like, Demola Violinist until they see me with the guitar at the show.
Yeah.
Playing. They see me singing.
Yeah.
Oh, he sings too. Oh, they see me playing the saxophone. Oh, they see me on keyboard. This all part of it now. Now, on each of those instruments, there's mastery of it. So that is me throwing myself into another world for a long number of years. And like that, and songwriting and production and all of that whole stuff. How will I get bored? If I'm bored on one, I'm not bored on the other.
You're not bored on the other one.
If I'm bored on the other, and then I cannot always think of a way to, so I don't know. That's for me. I don't think I can.
I like that. That's a good lesson. That's a good lesson. I like that. So to me, you're successful. I know you said that you feel like you have a lot to work on and things like that. But playing in front of 75,000 people is not easy.
Not in your country. I mean, in America.
In America. So yeah, you're pretty successful. But what is one thing you think that success cannot fix?
That's a good question. Okay. Success is not going to fix you.
Like you as a person?
Yes. It's just going to amplify your strengths and your weaknesses, especially your weaknesses, because it exposes you. Everybody's going to see you're successful, you get popular, you get a big head. It boosts your confidence. It boosts the good sides of you, but it also amplifies the sides that are weak. success is not going to fix it. It's just going to expose everything. And so when he exposes it, what do? Do you go back and be like, this is my weakness, I'll work on it and I'll get better? Or do you like, break down?
Fit into it.
You know, and you see a lot of people who get successful. I'm not naming names or whatever, but a lot of people who get successful, you see, and this is a sad thing that it happens, people begin to get depressed because, you know, they're like, the life that I used to live and I enjoy, I cannot live and I enjoy anymore. Exactly. And they begin to feel alone. They say it's lonely at the top and they begin to look for other means and whatever. But that has always been there. You just did not know. You just did not know because you're coping with people around. Can you cope by yourself? Can you take moments to yourself?
You have to work on yourself. You have to work on yourself. Yeah.
You know, and sometimes success can come so fast and people be like, oh, and then until when the whole world doesn't like you no more, you now feel like, oh, wow. Well, it's fake. Well, it's fake. Well, it's fake love. And it's not like it is fake, like it is not real. It is, but it is attached to something.
Or they might not agree with certain things you're doing at that point in time. You know? And that's maybe who you are. And it's like, okay, what do I do now?
No, you're like, oh man, you lose your identity at that point in time. Like, that loss of identity has been there, you just did not know. So success is not going to fix you. Success is you did something great with your life and the world is accepting it, or the universe is accepting it. You're able to make money from it, you're able to make, but inside of you, are you whole? Are you? And none of us is really whole. You're still working on it. So the fact that you can, you know, success exposes that, then it just takes like, okay, the work keeps. No one is perfect. We're gonna keep working out on ourselves till we die.
Yeah, this is facts.
You know?
Yeah, wow. So just fixing yourself first.
Yeah, people feel like you get successful and everything falls in place.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you're just blown.
No.
Okay, so you've mentioned about different times in your life where you know you felt excited, that you've been in certain places, I'm sure, where you didn't think that you would be in that moment. So what is one moment that you're like a God did it moment for you, where you're like, wow? I mean, obviously you have a lot because I keep going back to like, you played for a whole like massive for, you know, but like there has to be that moment where you're just like, I feel like even if you get a lot of things accomplished and you get a lot of things done, it's always to that time where you're like, wow, even till now, it's still so unreal.
Okay. So we get used to stuff in life and we just feel like it's our reality now. You get like remember when you make your like, you know, you ask a millionaire, it's like, hey, I made my first million. He's like, yeah. Now I only have like 200 million.
It's like okay, what's a million now?
Never forget that feeling. So that's why we have to sometimes be retrospective and think about, you know, things, and we go back and get out of our body and remember the little guy that we were before we had that stuff. It helps. So when I do that, I do not, people expect me to say, oh man, the first time I was told you're going to be playing like this, how did you feel? Like that's the moment. But I don't always want to highlight those big moments because those big moments wouldn't have come without the small moments. Yeah. The first time I was able to buy my first violin was 2.5 years after I started playing in the National Orchestra. There is no feeling I don't have that violin no more, but it got spoiled, it got broke. But there's no feeling in this world that can give me, that can erase that feeling. Because I can still remember, I did not have a violin. I was using an old woman's violin. She had a violin. She had guitar strings on it. I mentor, my friend then had it. He helped me fix it. I had to buy some strings, fix the violin. Because before that, I was stealing and using the church instrument to play and teach people. And then I was like, I'm going to have to get out. Yeah. You see, that moment of lack, that moment when I did not have, that moment when my mommy had to sit down and use her hand to sew a leather case for a broken violin case for me. And that was the violin I took with me to the National Orchestra. It was an old violin that a woman had. We had to fix it, do everything. By the time it was done, it was a violin that it was so horrible. The case was so broken. My mommy had to sew leather things on. When my mom was able to do that, that feeling of, finally I can travel to Abuja and go play with the National Orchestra. Then with this violin, no one can buy it. The first time I made money playing the violin, the first time I was able to give my mommy the money, I'm like, Mommy, this is the amount I made. First time I was able to take that money from my violin to buy myself a shoe and a belt, to buy myself a jacket. Nothing in this world can buy those moments. So no matter how much success I have, while I remember those big things, first time you got a call, you're going to be playing halftime for the Atlanta Falcons. You're going to be playing halftime for, the Atlanta United, halftime, national anthem for the Texans. You're going to be playing national anthem for Houston Rockets. Those are great moments. If you ask me personally, I can tell you how I felt. Mm-hmm. But from the moment of when this is the first money I made, and this is the first time I was able to, when I bought myself my first violin, I can remember the tears I shed.
Wow.
I remember
this is mine.
Because this is my violin. For 2.5 years, I could not buy a violin. I finally got a violin. I remember the girl who sold the violin. She's a soprano singer in the world now, singing. She's strong and she's a great violin. But she had this violin, and that was the violin I got. And I cherished that violin with every single fiber in me, because it's the first time I was able to buy an instrument that I love, that I was able to play, and I travel with that. I use that violin. Wow. I use that chop, man. It's
nice. Wow.
So that feeling is it. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that answers your question.
I know it does. It does. Most people will say, like you said, when you got your first call, but you actually remembering how you started, I think.
Yeah.
That's
the starting for me is it. You see, the story plenty. Don't be this side. Don't be this day when they talk. Even if we try to talk about everything on the podcast, it's like rewinding those moments. I wish there was time we can just like back to this moment and just watch how I felt, what was going through my head. I cried that night, only by myself. By myself violin. Because violin, violin is expensive.
Yeah, it's instruments are not cheap.
It's cheap. And then you come from inside, get away, say, if rain is falling, we cannot go to school. I have to put my uniform on my head and walk through water to go to school. That's where I was still living. In the slum of the slum in Makoko Iwaya area. So then I would go back. Nigeria where they live now. So when violin was like alien, it's like small guitar. Like, what be this? Nobody gave any hoot about what a violin was. You know what I'm saying?
Not something you just pick up anywhere.
Like, where you go see violin? Now inside the church. The pastor of the church, Pastor Dike Olukoya MFM, he was the one who bought instruments in the church because he liked classical music. And I go, they learn, they pick up, they teach myself. And I proudly say that I was stealing the violin from the church to practice, and I would go back to the church to teach. But when it was time for me to start going outside an orchestra, I could not take the church instrument because ethically for me it was against whatever. I had to start looking for people who could borrow me until I found that old woman who had a violin that was not useful anymore. And that's when I had to buy the parts to fix it. That moment alone. And then she asked me that she needed the violin after 2 years. So you give
it back to her?
And I gave it back to her with all this stuff because she was happy that,
you've even fixed it.
Yeah, violin, see dust there inside, see the kind of cockroach they come off inside. Then I was able to get my own violin.
So what moment, you've had different moments. I'm not going to talk about one moment because I'm actually very intrigued, right? What was what is the most embarrassing moment you've ever had?
In my life as an artist or just in my life?
As an artist, what's your most embarrassing moments?
I won't say most of them because I have plenty. I'll just give you one of the moments. I did album of covers release. It was first time I did a show. It's not a show. I went to a club and begged them to give me a night before their club time. So that I'll be doing R&B nights and all of that. Don't chop embarrassment too. But let me skip that. Let me just tell you, I'll give you this one. I did the show. I invited people to the show. It was like an album of covers release, where I do covers. Like there was One Dance by Drake, all of that was song. I put it on whatever. I was like, people come and releasing my music and all of that. And I was calling people. I got the address. I had my suit on, looking all fresh and everything.
Wow.
The only people that were there were my friends from school.
Like nobody else showed up?
Nobody.
Wow.
The promoter died. And when my friends came...
And I'm sure you paid a lot for promotion.
How much I even get there to promote? It was in 2016 or 2017. I felt bad. I felt embarrassed. Playing to my friends that were in the same... Like when graduating, so where all of us, they see ourselves. I would come out from where I'm coming, I didn't come, no worry, I didn't, you know, say I don't get car, I didn't have bus. You know, like, oh, I'm moving to my ride. You know, the other one's like, I'm driving. He did everything, and it was only my friends that came. So we had to extend it to one club time. We opened one club time, and people were like, who's this one? So, who's this one? You know? And
yeah, that's very embarrassing.
The show, people have to like, club time has come and all of that. Like, yeah. And then after a while, I was like, I sucked up the embarrassment. I was so embarrassed, but I didn't show it.
You still performed. You still, yeah.
I still remember the feeling.
Yeah.
You know, and I talk about.
You're talking about it right now. I think that I can imagine how that felt. Wow. After promoting just 6 people.
You don't understand.
But everyone know I would have carried my bags. I walked away.
But I was like, no, I'm gonna make, because I started some of the time. I was like, okay, let me just chill. I sat with my violin, and I was looking at, like, that's how I was looking. I held my violin. Wow. And I went to the club now, and I was like, at the promoter, I was like, your DJ is going to be playing some songs. Like, some popular songs. Like, I'm like, he's like, oh, okay, if you can. So I went to the DJ and I connected, because my stuff was already connected. So I just like, the DJ already dismantled me. I was like, oh, please, let me just play. So he was like, okay, play. I played. He's like, oh, that's cool. Okay. So after a while, people were vibing during the club time. And I was like, okay. So I'll wait and I'll come up. And then the DJ was like, oh, did you do it? I was like, yeah, I did my nines. It's like, oh, I was doing that from time to time just to promote myself. Okay. I mean, you fall and you pick yourself back up. Yeah. You know, it's
don't
like,
give up.
You go give up. Let's give up, man. Fuck off. You know what I'm saying?
Don't give up.
Dallas, Texas, are you ready?
I think you can translate that into social media these days. Like, maybe you make a post, you've worked on it for a long time, and maybe you get like 5 likes or 10 likes, and you just automatically think that this is not for you, or people don't like it. So I think you can, in today's world, I think that's also how it is, like, on social media.
On social media now, yeah. Like, you make a post, be like, what? After all the
efforts, I'm telling you.
Repost that. Leave that one that you posted. Repost again. Show track record of failures and successes. It's your journey.
So where's one place you would not play?
That's a tough question. One place like a city, or one place like a scenario.
A scenario, a city, an event.
A place where I'm disrespected. That's it. Like, a place where I am disrespected, I will walk away. That's the only, because if nobody disrespects me, and things are like how, or disrespects anyone on my team, and things are how it should be, why not? So
wait, what about an event? Like, somebody calls you for, you're like, I don't do that.
Yeah, there's business. Like, okay, now we're talking about like, okay, what's but the thing is, if your money can match your stuff. If you say, hey, listen, you're coming to play for 5 people. I know you play for thousands of people, but you're coming to only play for 5 people. If you can pay the money,
you do it.
Discuss with manager. Manager will collect the money and I'll come and play for you.
Really?
Beyonce, all the old tour and shows that she's doing, she still did something in Dubai. They paid her 16 million.
Wow.
To come to play, do that restaurant. What's it, restaurant? Like a hotel.
Yeah.
In Dubai. Was it 16 or 20 million? Whatever million they paid her, they flew her everything. Normally, Beyonce will not do that. Yeah. But it's about the money.
If the money is right.
The money is right. If you get your money, if you get your money, you want me to play for you your living room, and you have the money.
Just put me to bed.
Listen, you just sign clauses. Okay, listen, you can't post this, or if you're going to post this is how you're going to brand it. Yeah, I'll come.
Okay.
I will come. Just know you're going to have to, you go pay. You will really pay.
But I'll be there.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, really, sometimes it's about like, but I'm saying, when I'm in disrespect can also mean disrespect on the brand. Disrespect can mean disrespect on the business. Disrespect on what I stand for. Now, once I see that you will not, comply with things that how it should be or stuff like that, that's a disrespect. Yeah. I mean, like, you're going to disrespect the brand, or we do not just align. Yeah. She can work at home. Yeah. Not all money is good money. Not all money is to spend. You know, understand? Yeah.
So this is the moment where you talk to your supporters, maybe aspiring violinists. Did I say it right?
Okay, you made a mistake in the first time.
I did.
She said violinist.
Nobody heard that in the beginning.
Guys, go back. Go back.
Do not rewind this video.
Go back. You're Demola Violinist.
I hope nobody caught that.
They caught that. You just listen. You just dug the hole for yourself. You dug the hole for yourself. I shouldn't have said that. I told you I was going to call you out, right?
I should have mentioned it. But what's one advice you would give? Not advice, sorry. What's one thing you want your supporters to know? Or just...
everybody make some noise for Kemi Posh.
Let's go!
Support her podcast, support what she does. She's, she's putting her best foot forward. She's getting the entertainers from Nigeria, Africa that are doing things, especially in diaspora, that are killing it, you know what I'm saying? And the ones who are actually back home, who are here. Back to me.
Yeah.
You know where to follow me. Demola the Violinist. That's my name. Demola. That's my name. People call me the Violinist. But on Instagram, it's Demola at Demola Violinist. That at Demola Violinist is universal. So at Demola Violinist on Facebook, at Demola Violinist on Twitter, at Demola Violinist on TikTok. Follow me, go listen to my music, go stream my music. I have original music, a lot of original music. You dance to plenty of my music, but you don't even know that I'm missing that. Forgive our trespasses, I'm a piano sound, all that good stuff. And a lot of my covers too. So go support my music, go do good stuff, Not just stream, share too. Get me up there to like 200 million followers.
Let's go. Let's do that.
You know what I'm saying? But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. And you say I should give people advice. I've given enough advice.
No, he's giving enough advice. Yes.
If you want another advice, you want cliche.
Messaging personally.
Eat your food, drink water, eat healthy, work out. If you want to live long, work out, eat food, read, they always say people be humble. If you like, be humble. If you like, don't be humble. That's your own problem.
This is your problem.
Just do what you think you need to do to keep yourself alive and fulfill your dreams. That's all.
Okay, did you hear that? Hope you did. All right, well, thanks for being on the show. It was great having you. See you guys on the next episode.
Now I want to see my eye, and my eye be this, so see I'm not.
Yeah?
No, I can't. Y'all make some for Kemi.
Let's go! Bye!